Welcome back to another episode, and I am joined by none other than my good brother, Thomas.
It's been a while.
It has.
It's actually
I gave you
quite a while.
What is that, a reprieval?
Or a break?
A break. What is that called when the priests go on their sabbatical? You're on a sabbatical.
All right.
But you know what?
No, it's been a while.
I haven't had no spicy conversations since you left, though. That's the only bad part.
Yep, salt and pepper, baby. You got to have some
Yeah.
salt, or you got to have some spice in your life.
No against what anybody else that's been on the show, but need that little black and white, salt and pepper, sugar and spice.
Yeah.
What are you, though? Am I the spice? Are you the spice on the
I don't know. I'm a
sweet
pepper
and salty?
guy.
Are you?
I'm a pepper guy.
I'm a little salty. Am I salty?
You are salty. You're a
Okay.
salty dog
All right.
in your old age. Getting a little saltier
I?
and saltier.
Oh, dude. I think I got a rib out.
Starting
too.
to. Anyway, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, we're going to talk about the boat.
None other than
I've been wanting to do this for a
boat.
while.
Yeah.
Everybody knows I think for the most part, everybody knows we
We're
have it.
excited.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Kind of just wanted to talk a little bit about the journey going to get it, which is nothing but a bunch of windshield time,
Yeah. Bunch of desert.
but still a little bit of the kind of really, let's break it down and then let's just break the whole trip down and then we can kind of go over some of the details of the boat and then we'll call it good.
All right.
So what time did what day was it? It is a blur.
It's a blur.
You probably remember better than I do, but since I can't remember half the things supposedly.
What I can tell you is there may or may not have been a dash mounted iPad for those long straightaways.
Lifesaver.
Lots of golf and other entertainment.
Yeah.
That was the only way to survive. What is it? We did.
Well, let's start. What day
Okay.
was it we left? Because I'm not going to remember those details. Oh, okay.
Dude, I don't know.
Sunday. Because the wedding. Megan and Johnny's wedding.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. We had a wedding that we had to go to.
Yeah. Thanks, Johnny.
Yeah.
I know he listens to these.
Yeah. Maybe in like
He would have
10
probably, he
in
probably
10
wouldn't
years.
have went to it. He would have left if it was him.
Oh, totally. If it was my wedding, he'd been gone.
Johnny, I
Friday
really
after
didn't go
work.
for you. I went for Megan. Since she's been like almost semi a niece all the years. But anyways, so we went to that.
Yeah.
I kind of bounced out early. Sorry, I didn't really clean up. I just left because I knew I had to get to bed. Because we met at 3.
Yeah, I think it was
At your
like
house?
3 or 4
We took my
at
truck,
the latest.
jumped in the old Ram 1500 Echo Diesel, which poor baby, I really hate putting that on her, but she's
The
already
truck
got.
was a champ, though. I was actually, I've never thought about your truck at all because it's always been good. But like that thought did cross my mind of like, oh man, this is a long trip. What if this is the time that something happens?
yeah.
You know, because man, I could look it up, but round trip, I can't even remember how many miles. It's
I think we put over 6 on it.
6,000. I don't sound too bad when you say that, but
It
that
does.
used to be
That sounds bad that I just put 6,000 on my truck for
yeah.
that trip.
That used to be an oil change. You know,
Yeah,
it's
well,
not now with
Yeah, mine's
with,
like 8 or 9,000 now on that truck, I think.
yeah.
So we left at 3 or 3:30. I can't remember. It might have been 3:30. I picked Thomas up. I think you started out.
Yeah.
We actually had a good rotation, dude. So
Yeah.
what we did, Thomas right?
Yeah.
And honestly, it worked out when you were just about done driving. I mean, you're done. You're like, I'm done.
Yeah.
It was time to get fuel, and we swapped. And that was going about 5 to 5.5 hours.
Yeah. We pretty much would go a tank because your truck goes,
Yeah.
what,
500?
600
Yeah.
miles?
Maybe close to 6. Yeah, because we weren't towing.
Mhm.
So that was a big difference.
On the way there,
Yeah.
obviously.
So guesstimation, where did you make it to? Really, I guess
It was Nevada somewhere.
we hit Nevada
Yeah.
and we swapped, right?
Uh-huh.
And you know what? I was really bummed. I was bummed at the gas price. We thought diesel prices were going to be just plummet down.
Remember where the cheapest gas was?
Louisiana, that one spot in Louisiana. I think we got it for $2.69.
We should have done this
Fresh.
closer
Fresh.
because
I will want to.
we kept all the receipts and all that. We could have gave.
I think I still have them actually.
Yeah, it wasn't very
Where did I
much.
put those?
It was pretty cheap, actually. But Yeah, I think we
might have
swapped
thrown those away.
swapped in Nevada, and then you jumped in. And did you make it? Where'd you make it? Did you make it to Texas,
New Mexico.
New Mexico? Because we went there a different route than we came back.
Okay, yeah. Let me
We
pull that
came
map
back,
up. I could probably
or
actually.
we came back on I believe 10, right? On the more
Coming back, yeah.
southern route. On the way there, we went. Is it like 30 something or 40?
We go down to Bakersfield, hit over to Tehachapi,
Right.
through Mojave, what road is that? It's 15. So 15.
Oh, 15.
And then went through Barstow, kept going 15. I mean, that's pretty much all the way, right?
It was
No.
It was a long way.
We cut off 15 at Barstow and hit 40, and then 40 was all
40,
the way to
right.
Texas, to Dallas, I believe.
And then we went to, what is it,
Okay, Flagstaff. I forgot I skipped Arizona, so I forgot we didn't even go through Nevada. It was Arizona that you were driving into. And I think you made it somewhere around Needles or Kingman, something like that. Because that'd be every bit of 5 some hours, for sure.
Yeah. Flagstaff is about the only nice place on the drive until you get to East Texas. Really?
Yeah. Well, even East Texas, I don't really think. Really, was there anything?
Once you go through Houston, at least it's green. But
what did we make it to that first night? Okay, Amarillo.
We wanted to get to Wichita Falls.
What did we actually make it to? We didn't make it into Dallas. I know that much. Because we were on. If I remember right, I'm looking at this map. At Amarillo, we went south and hit Midland. Sounds right. Abilene. And where did we stop, Thomas? Did we still? Wichita Falls right there.
Wichita Falls, yeah.
Right here. So that's when we cut off of 40 and headed down to Dallas. Because we went through Dallas in the morning, which was
terrible.
Nuts.
It was absolutely terrible.
It was horrible, dude.
I know. I think we ended up stopping in between Amarillo and Wichita Falls, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Because
we didn't quite make it.
I kept singing Amarillo by morning. That's the reason I remember.
Amarillo by morning.
Yeah.
But I'm looking on here. Where in the world would we have stayed, though?
I'm pretty sure we stayed in one of these
little podunk
small towns. Yeah.
And I wish I would have.
We were too tired. We were too tired to make it to Wichita
It was getting
Falls.
dangerous. Mm-hmm. That last 45 minutes was one of the worst parts of the drive for us. We turned on some heavy metal. Heavy metal was headbanging. I wish I could insert. Actually, you know what? I can. This is what I really like about this setup is because I can. We did this the other day on a video. It's actually pretty cool to have sound files come in here. Let me plug this in.
I'm pretty sure I ended that day, right? Because
I gotta go find this.
I thought that you started in the morning. Dude, I think we're skipping because that was probably the second day, was it? Or the third day?
So when did we stop driving? Like 11?
I remember you drove to
12.
Dallas in the morning.
In the morning?
We started.
I know,
that.
so we didn't.
So I think I ended that
Wichita
day.
Falls, dude. I think we went to Wichita Falls. You did. You ended the day. We were seeing a ton of lightning, remember?
Yeah.
Like lots of light. It was really cool. It kind of caught our attention, but then that wore off.
Yeah. I think I drove for a tank, then you drove for a tank, and then I drove for another until we couldn't
So we did 15. We did like 6. Man, no. We did 20 hours, dude. Mm-hmm. You know what? The time change.
Right.
So we drove to midnight, but that added another 2 hours, which, it was about 20 hours we drove. So we drove 20 hours the first day.
Mm-hmm. And the next morning we got up and drove through Dallas, and it was
I want to show you guys, or I want you to listen to this.
Traffic was terrible.
Hey, here's the little, so you guys will get to hear it. You can't see it, but this right here, I'm gonna play. You're gonna hear the sound file, but you won't. Oh, will it not? Please tell me it would play this. It's not gonna play it. Oh.
We have sound.
We got sound. Now we just gotta get the right video up.
Everybody's pretty much lit.
Oh, it says it takes 24 hours. Doggone it. I wanted you guys to hear this. Well, anyways, it's me and Thomas headbanging, trying to stay awake and alive. What did we listen to, dude? Do you even remember?
We listened to everything.
Well, at that moment, I'm just curious what we were even. Doesn't matter.
My guess would be
it was
August
something good.
Burns Red.
Yeah, it probably was. We listened to that. By the way, if anybody listens to that, shout out to August Burns Red. But
If you need gym music, that's amazing.
so we rented the hotel and slept for 3 hours.
By the way, I feel like every single trip with my brother is just, I don't know why, but it's so like rushed. We never have time for anything to enjoy
life.
anything.
Huh?
No, it's like we have to be on a set schedule, and we're always behind. It doesn't matter what we do.
I don't feel that we're behind.
Maybe not behind, but it's like
We're trying to make the most of our time.
Always rushing.
We're trying to make the most of our time.
In which I was kind of trying to rush because I wanted to get back sooner. Because I didn't.
So you didn't have to take a day off.
I didn't want to take any more days off.
So really, it was you that pressured us.
I did in the beginning, and then we could just see that there was
And not to mention, guys,
no...
he wanted to get back and go straight to the DMV. If you know anything about California DMV, it's a nightmare. I don't know how much details we should go into that, but let's not jump ahead of ourselves. So we make it to that spot, wherever it is, somewhere between Amarillo and Dallas, right? And then I get up. We sleep 3 hours. We rent a hotel, pay $100 and some bucks. There's a story to that too, but I'm not gonna go into it. I lose $120 or $40. I never got that back, by the way.
They never sent it.
Never reimbursed me. I knew they won it. Anyways, so we had to pay additional $140, and
we got was that?
I don't remember.
What branch?
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
But we left at okay, because guys, so we had a time crunch. We had to be there by before 5 on Monday, or we were gonna have to stay an additional day, which would hurt me and Thomas both.
Because
we couldn't. There was no option there. We had to be back, or we would have had to been driving all night again. We didn't want to do that, so we had to make it before 5. Needless to state, so we take off. Now I'm driving, and we go through torrential downpours from the very moment we got to the truck because it was pouring rain. My wipers were junk. Go figure, because I change those always. I always change my wipers. Like I stay up on top of my wipers, but the thing is, I go through the drive-through car washes all the time. It just eats those wipers up.
And it was summertime.
It's summertime.
It's
the dead of summer.
In
Dead of
California,
summer. June.
We don't need
June.
wipers.
No. And yeah, you live in the Midwest. Yeah, you guys get rain all summer long. Well, anyways, so I mean, it was unsafe. So I went. They weren't open. We had to sit for 30 minutes.
Went through Chick-fil-A, got their breakfast, which Chick-fil-A's breakfast is, in my opinion, terrible.
I'm not big
McDonald's got them beat on breakfast, I hate to say.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so we're sitting there waiting. It's actually raining as we're sitting there. Oh, my word, dude. Yeah, go in, get some wipers, then drive through Dallas,
which was insane. At rush hour time on a Monday, pouring, where you couldn't even see hardly. And we were mad because we were on time crunch, and that had to have added an hour.
Yeah, that hurt.
That killed our time.
But after Dallas, I feel like it was pretty
so free.
smooth. Yeah, smooth sailing.
So where'd we go?
And
How
then
did we cut down from there?
And then it's pretty much green after that.
Yeah, everything was pretty looking after that.
And
okay, so we went through Shreveport, straight through 20 to Shreveport, and then that's where we dropped down on 49, right?
Yeah.
And that was smooth sailing. It was beautiful. We were looking, we're like, man, look at, there's gators out there. Like, it was swampy. It was like, man, that's kind of crazy to think there's like, gators out there.
It was a complete different landscape. It almost
instantly, huh?
to me felt like and seemed like Florida. I mean, I know they're not too far from each other, but going from West Texas to Louisiana, man, that's a difference right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got there.
Well, we went through Lafayette, Broussard, New Iberia. I was tagging this on Instagram, but it's Lauraville. So if you guys want to ever look on a map and see kind of where, that's where Gator Tail by the Pro drives right there too. So go ahead. And what time did we get there?
We got there like what?
4:30.
An hour. Oh yeah, 4:30. Right. We barely made it. In fact, we kind of felt bad because we kind of held Bubba over past quitting time.
His wife was calling him.
And yeah, his wife was wanting to know where he's at.
Bubba Watkins is the main guy there, one of the main guys.
When the guy's awesome. He's really, really nice, really friendly, down-to-earth guy. had some pretty impressive mounts in his office. Awesome mounts.
By the way, we're talking about this boat. September 6th. Actually, let me think about this for a second. You know what?
Excuse.
This Thomas is gonna choke it back. I'll tell you guys. You good? Yeah. Testing 1 2.
Excuse me, guys. My goodness, went
That's
down
yours
the
if you
wrong
want
pipe.
to. If you want to mute, but this podcast will drop when that video comes out. So I guess if you haven't seen the video, if you want to check out the video of the boat that we're talking about in this, you can go to our channel, Mid Valley Mercenaries, on YouTube, and you can see that we do the walkthrough with the boat and then buzz around on it. So this will drop September 6th with the. I'll set the time of release of this podcast to when that video is released at the same time, so you can listen to this. Actually, I know what I'll do. I'm just telling you guys. Sorry, Thomas. I'll drop this an hour before that video drops, so you can spend or 30 minutes before, so you can listen to this. As soon as you're done with this, you can go and it'll be on the channel. You can do the walkthrough, and we buzz around and get some drone shots and stuff. So we're recording this a little bit early.
Check that video out. That was pretty fun to make. To be honest with you, we're
Thomas
just out there.
he laughed the whole time he watched it, but I think he was just giddy. Were you just giddy because it was kind of?
It's funny to me
because it's us.
Because it's me and Titus out there just driving around on the boat on a lake. But it's very. The shots were pretty cool, and the video quality is really cool, and it was really fun to just drive around, and rip around on the boat, and just drift around and stuff like that. So, but it's just funny for me to watch it.
I think it's just because it's you. You think it's
I know,
weird perspective, but
yeah,
it was fun. I think it turned out pretty cool. But you'll probably see it on Gator Tails. So we got a Gator Tail. I don't even. Did we even say that yet? So we got the Gator Tail 1754 Extreme Series. Mm-hmm. I guess we don't want to go through the boat walkthrough yet, but Gator. I don't know how much we want to go over what went on in the office. What happened? There was a little snag or something when we got there, wasn't there? There wasn't really a snag. I felt like on the paperwork or something.
No, not really.
Okay. We got it. We signed the paperwork or whatever, and then Bubba walked us out, did the walkthrough. Oh, he showed us his little trophy room with all his birds. He only needs a cinnamon till, and he's done, right?
I think so.
He wants a California cinnamon till, though. He's like, I can go to Texas. I want it from California.
The dude's legit. Like, he don't mess around. It has to be from California because of that's where they're mainly from. Well, not mainly from, but.
So that being said,
everyone knows we have a lot of cinnamons here.
Yeah. That being said, just keep an eye out. He might be coming. Him and some. That
would be awesome.
Yeah,
he seems like he'd be a blast to hunt with.
Yeah.
The guy had a King Eider mounted standing mount in his office, and it was just like glorious.
It was a great mount. Whoever did that.
Yeah.
I think he said a local guy, didn't he?
Yeah. He local did quite a few of his mounts, and they were on point.
Yeah, a standing King Eider, man. That's my dream bird. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a lot of bucket list birds I have, but that's the one I'm like, I don't know if I'll ever get to do it, honestly. But man, I really want to. It's just so expensive, but
yeah,
I'm sure one day they'll make that endangered or just not allowed to shoot those. I feel that way, but maybe not. It might be 20 years from now, but I want to do it. So it was cool because he gave us a really good walkthrough. He did it fast. I recorded it just for us, for maintenance, features, this and that. I don't know. You want to kind of go through the features real quick? I mean, because it's going to drop in the video too. Mm-hmm. Or should we just let them watch it? You guys, if you want to see what we did, let's go watch it.
We could. I mean,
we got the 40 horse.
Just a quick, like you said already, it's a 1754, so 17 feet long, 54 inches wide. We got the handrails in the front. The front deck is 4 feet with the small enclosed storage in the front, and then we got what do you call that stuff on the floor? I always forget the name.
HydroTurf.
HydroTurf.
Camo HydroTurf.
Yeah, camo. We really like that. And then we got a rear seat /
What was it called?
gun box.
Rear deck gun box or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
Something like that.
Essentially, it goes all the way across. But we made our selections, and we didn't get the thing completely loaded, but we put on there what we thought we would use, and overall, I'm extremely happy with what we got. I feel like it'll be great for what we're gonna need it for. The back has a drop deck transom, so you can get in and out of the boat easier from the water, and also your dog could sit there,
Some people call it a timber deck, just in case maybe you guys have heard some other terms, but that's what they call it.
Right.
Or do they call it a timber deck? Do they call it a timber deck and some people call it drop?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it helps from water coming back sloshing in. I'm glad we did that.
Yeah.
I don't even see, I mean, yeah.
For sure.
It seems like something you just need to have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then top it off with a 40-horse Briggs & Stratton Vanguard surface drive. And
Fuel and Jake, dude.
Yeah. That thing is, man, it's fun to drive.
Tim the Toll.
It really is.
It is.
We have to get
blast.
used to the driftage for that flat bottom.
Slippage.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's just say this. I'll be doing most of the driving.
I'll let you, dude. That bad boy, son. If you guys ever drove a duck boat, it isn't no walk through the park. There's a little work involved. I mean, not when you're going straight and stuff, but you just, I don't know.
Be careful.
It's not that hard.
Be careful.
Hey, we were going down this narrow thing, just to tell you guys, and I just had it full throttle, and it got me a couple times going around the left turn. We about because a helicopter does the same thing. I've got the mindset, drifting like a car even, but I'm thinking this in a helicopter, right? Like you can turn the thing, but if you don't use the pedal too, you're just gonna keep going the direction. Even if you're turning left, you're still gonna drift right? And that's basically what I did, right into the bank. Boom! Up over a log. A little water sloshed in the front left. Tom was just held on. I was like, man, I'm surprised he's not yelling at me. He just turns around and looks at me.
Well, I wasn't upset because I was holding on at that moment. There were some other times when I was holding the camera. I'm like, dude, do not hit anything, because if he did, I would have went flying. But it's
no, I'm the one that was getting all these shots, and you're just not saying a word to me in branches and sticks and under trees.
Yeah,
and you're probably thinking, "Oh man, I hope this turns out okay."
Yeah, we're in summer, middle of summer right now, so we went down this smaller branch of a river we have here locally, and water is probably around 6 inches, and man,
shallow.
Pretty shallow.
I mean, it handled it, but
I mean, we're a couple of rookies taking it out for the first time, and which is perfect to do. I mean, perfect time for us to do. It was not like it's really that dangerous or anything. We're not going to freeze or anything like that. And like I said, 6 inches of water. So, so we're going out, and Titus is like, oh, yeah. He's all loving and taking all these pictures. I love my camera. I love this boat. Having so much fun. And he's not even really noticing what we're going through and around and over. And I'm like, oh, my goodness. And then on the way back, he's driving back. He's like, I don't remember going through this. But, yeah, it's fun.
We've been two giddy little schoolgirls driving things. It really is fun.
It's fun.
I can't. It's funny, though. Have you noticed when someone sees it first, they're like, oh.
That's it?
That's it?
Yeah.
They said that. They even say that. Yeah. That's it. It's like,
it's all it's
what do you think
be?
It's going to be? It's everything we need
It's not a wake surf boat.
I know,
what do
my
you
goodness.
Expect it to be?
Oh, we have, we got built pumps that blow up and the side. We can make bigger wakes. And it's like, what in the world?
We got fat sacks in the back.
Yeah. All you need to know is it's got a 40 horse with forward and reverse and power.
Yeah.
And it's a flat bottom. Yeah. It's just so funny. I don't know what in the world they think that's going to be on it.
Yeah. They're like, oh. That's it.
Yeah. It's never been like, dude, that is so awesome. Yeah. That's all right. All right. We'll remember that come duck season. What was your? Oh,
Or
sorry.
maybe we
I have
won't.
recorded here. Yeah, I've recorded your reaction. It was not up to par. Sorry. Oh yeah, it looks all awesome when the blind's on it and birds are landing in your spread.
Yeah,
I'm
Rocky's
sure.
on the back lunging off to go get a pintail.
Yeah, when those pictures and videos come out, that's when it's
Yeah.
like, oh man, wow, yeah.
Wow.
Anyways, well, on the way back, so he did the walkthrough, kind of went over the maintenance, super easy. I mean, it's just so simple to work on that. I mean,
Yeah.
it won't even be a
Couple
issue.
non-mechanics like us could do it.
Yeah.
Maintenance and all that stuff.
Yeah. And then on the way back, we literally got the boat, held Bubba over a little bit, so he walked us through that. I think 5:30, we were literally hooked up and left. Went to this killer.
Yeah.
We got it. Did you get a po? I can't even say the word. I never could.
Po' boy?
Po' boy.
No, I got catfish.
So Tom, what'd you get? Catfish and
I don't think I got okra, but I think it was fried catfish and I think just French fries and like coleslaw or something like that. But man, dude, I've never had catfish that good. It was.
Was yours that good?
Yeah, it really was. It was
Kind of right here.
the bread.
Bon Creole. That's where we ate Bon Creole right there.
Right.
New Iberia. I can't even do that accent they have.
Yeah, no, it was
Bon
breaded,
Creole.
but it wasn't so thick. You know how sometimes you eat like breaded stuff and it kind of makes you feel sick with the oil and all that.
Yeah, it didn't make you feel like that?
No, it was like fresh and like, I don't want to say dry, but it was just like crispy. You know what I mean?
I'm going to tell you this, guys. It's not a place you would have picked if you didn't know any better.
Right.
We only went there because that's where they told us to go.
Yeah.
We said we want some good Cajun food, where to go. So you had catfish fries. What else? Did you have anything else with that? Some taters or some coleslaw or what is that? Potato salad?
Oh, it might have been potato salad. Yeah.
Okay. I got the crawfish po' boy. The bread was really good. The crawfish was really good, and I got the jambalaya or not the jambalaya. Is that what in the world? Gumbo. It was like sausage gumbo. That was actually really good. I was like, dude, if I had a big thing of this duck hunting when it was cold, oh my goodness, it was so good.
Speaking of the boat, there definitely will be a couple meals whipped up by yours truly on some of those late season cold day hunts. Yeah. I'm gonna
involve myself in this too, son. And there's a little platform to actually do something, and I'm down.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have our own ice chest because I almost got my seat all set up, ready to go. Wait till you see it. You're gonna want it, Thomas. It's something you would do.
Want to be jealous?
I think you just want to copy me because, but I think you're gonna like
Well, yeah. I don't know if I want to go off into a tangent, but I bought another ice chest that I thought was going to be perfect specifically for hunting, right size.
Were you just gonna sit right on that?
Yeah. Well, the thing turned out to be a total dud.
Piece of junk. What brand was that?
And I don't know. I guess I don't really care. It was
Why would
Kong coolers. I bought a 25 quart. Excuse me. I've never seen a cooler do this ever. The latches on this Kong, they would literally not stay shut. I've never seen it before. They were deformed, so you would latch it, you'd push it down, and then the latches would go wham, like spring loaded. They would fold off and they would open up. And I'm like, there was like nothing more annoying than that. So, I mean, their customer service was at least responsive. So I ended up sending it back and just getting a refund.
In all reality, you could have probably got another one and been fine, but you just happened to get the goose. Well, actually, didn't he say that they kind of...
I needed to send it back like before. The problem was they had somebody else make their latches, and they weren't up to snuff, I guess. So I was just like, no, I'll just send it back. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that. For some reason, late season when it's cold just sounds so much better than like an earlier season when it's still warm and stuff like that. You know
what, the cooler?
To like make a hot breakfast.
Oh,
or whatever, you know.
Yeah. What are we gonna use? What are you gonna use to cook?
I don't know. I probably that jet boil I have. That thing is, it's money. I have a jet boil, and it's the mini mo, But you can take that off, and I have a little jet boil pan. It's like an 8-inch pan.
Oh, that's
It's
right.
plenty big. I've already cooked in it quite a bit, and it's like awesome. And it's perfect for stuff like that because it's not a big old thing, that's takes a bunch of extra room in the boat.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just works killer. So probably that. And if you need like drinks,
And
or
just so you guys
anything
know,
like
that one he's got actually regulates temp, because people are like, you can't do that. You can't cook food on the jet boil because it boiled, like the original one, right? It's like, no, they have one that you can turn it up or down, the flame.
Yeah, they have a ton of different ones now. Yeah, so if we want to make coffee or anything, I have a coffee press for that thing now too. If we want to make fresh coffee,
Really?
yeah,
I'm gonna have to get us some good coffee then.
It's gonna come in clutch this year for sure. So, and the thing is, with a boat, I mean, a lot of times we walk, so
yeah,
we don't want to carry everything in the kitchen sink.
Exactly.
So stuff
but
like this.
That's one thing I'm looking forward to, is a little bit. Like, I'll have a desire to like do some stuff, or not even, maybe if I don't even make something, but have something prior ready, and you can just whip it out right then and there. Yeah, I'll be way more. Yeah. And having our own coolers in the boat, I'll put stuff in mine, Tom's put stuff in his. You can have your own drinks, plus if you got something cold to cook up later, it's I don't know. It's just gonna be nice because we don't have to worry about. It's just
another part of it. Yeah, it's fun. I like it. I personally really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And if you're in a blind, I mean, hey, you're not hurting nothing. You have one guy looking and one guy cooking.
That's our motto this year. One guy looking and one guy cooking.
I saved Harrison's life one time with a can of soup.
Yeah. Tell us that story.
No, I'm getting us way off topic.
I know.
I'm sorry.
So anyways, we turn around, we get out there, we eat that food, and it's just 30 hours. So 30 hours there of driving, 30 hours back. And we pull up into town. We're on the home stretch, and we're both like, you know what? We're going to get in town like 11:30 in the morning on, what morning was that? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And Tom's like, dude, we're going. I mean, we kind of already had a plan to go to DMV, but it's like California DMV. You're going to be there for like 3 hours. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. I didn't want to really do it either. I was sick of being in that truck, but it's like, and then we want to stand in line for 3 hours, but we went in there. And that's kind of an interesting deal to get a boat registered that's completely brand new. It's, you're used to buying stuff from the dealer, so it's like it's already done.
It's already taken care of.
This was raw from the warehouse, so it was just, they were kind of like a little smidge confused a little bit. But luckily, there was a lady there, not the lady helping us, but another lady that had experience, and she helped us get through, and we got the trailer registered, the boat registered, got our tags. And then you know what we had to do after that, folks.
Straight to the lake.
Straight to our local lake.
Yeah, so we went out to the lake and buzzed around for probably, a half hour?
Yeah.
And, we did, huh? And then later we went to the river, right?
Yeah, that was a few days. That was like a week later or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, so that was fun. I mean, it was just... Man, it was a journey. That you could say that again. I mean, 60 hours on the road in 4 days.
It's obviously it's worth it now looking back.
Right. Yeah. No, I mean, it was fun, but at the time it was just, it for being 60 hours, I don't feel like it was that bad. But I mean,
what?
No, I mean, looking back, and obviously now.
Oh, yeah. And we knew we would feel that. I knew I'd feel that way.
Every drive after that just felt like, even if it was an hour, it felt like, oh, this is nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. And we went to the lake, had fun, came home and parked it.
But I will say I'm glad we did it earlier, like when we did.
Yeah.
Instead of just getting it like right before season, because, doing the paperwork, getting the CF numbers, getting the covers, getting, all the...
Just the knick-knack, paddywhack.
All the other stuff.
Yeah, because, that all costs money, too.
An extra set of keys, just everything that we needed. It's just done, ready to go. Like, we don't even have to think about it right now, so it's nice.
And we're gonna mess with the blind. I don't know if you still want to, but we're probably gonna mess with the blind. We got a blind for it, which is the Avery, right?
Yes. Yep.
We got the Avery blind, so we're gonna start messing with that, kind of putting that on because we already filmed the boat videos.
We're not in season, but we got a month left.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
by the time this drops, we won't.
We have 2 months to our local opening day.
Yeah.
A little less than that for other parts of the state, and then even less than that for some of us.
Yes, that is the unbeknowns. Yeah.
Secret.
Yeah, I'm really having a hard time not going to Nebraska too and just doing some till, which is right. I mean, it's actually past the time now, so we'll see by the time this comes out if I win or not. But it's really hard to know. It's just hard to know when you know you can go shoot ducks. Mm-hmm. It's really hard, and it's so cheap to fly to Denver. It got expensive there for a little bit. During COVID, it was like you could fly round trip to Denver to Fresno for $20.
No way.
I promise. And remember, I was gonna ask Sarah. I was gonna buy her the ticket. I go $20, Sarah, to here and back. And she ended up not coming because I was at training.
How?
I don't know. Maybe they would have canceled me.
The cost is way more than that.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, it's
How in the world can they sell a ticket for $20?
Well, there was no one flying, so they were hurting so bad, I guess. Well, anyways, it went back up, way up, more than it should have been. And now I've heard a lot of people are saying the prices are dropping quite a bit again. Well, look at Travis is flying over there for $200.
Yeah.
But anyways, so that's been a real hard thought, but we need to end this. I mean, we went longer than we were going to go on this. But anyways, so go check that video out now. You guys can, it's been a long enough time. You can go watch this this video we did.
You want to see some sweet shots of us coming around the corner. Go check that video
that's
out.
fun to watch. I don't care who that is. I love watching
some
people
sweet drone footage.
Yeah. And do me a favor, just for the fun of it. Comment in the video if you go watch and say, I listened to the podcast. I'm here watching. I don't know. Say something about you listening to the MVM show or something. Just kind of curious who goes from here over to there. So I don't think we left anything out.
Nope.
So, all right, guys. See you on the next one.